Hello everyone, today I'm going to be making a Santa buckle hair bow and I'm going to be using this double dotty tail down bow template, and this is from Pixie.craft supplies. I've got all the templates out here. I've got these Santa buckles here. Now these are a plastic rhinestone effect. You can get proper rhinestone ones, which to be honest I would have preferred a proper rhinestone one, but these are all I had today, so these will have to do for now. But yeah, I will link everything that I use in the description below, and I will link the plastic option and the proper rhinestone option of these in the description below as well. I've chosen white glitter, this red tinsel fabric and a black glitter. So taking my white fabric first and the larger loops from the double dotty tails down bow, and these loops are unmade, around 7 3/4 inches across, or just under 20 centimeters. So that is the size of these loops, and I'm going to draw around this onto the back of the white fabric to begin with. And I'm just going to set this aside, and I'm going to grab my red tinsel fabric, this one here, and I'm going to use the smaller loops, these ones here, and these measure 5 inch across the unmade loops, or just over 12.5 centimeters. And then I'm going to take my 2 smaller tail templates, and I'm also going to draw around these on my fabric. So we've got both of them on the tinsel fabric. I'm going to set that aside, and next, taking our black fabric, we're going to draw around our larger tails, and the larger tails measure 5 inches across, or just over 12.5 centimeters. So that will be the size of the finished bow, and we're going to draw around this on the back of our black fabric like that. And then also from the black fabric we're going to need the strip, which is this part here, and that will make the buckle, or the belt part should I say. So I'm going to take my ruler here, and I use this mat as a guide. Again, I will link one of these in the description below. I got this one from AliExpress, but they also have them on Amazon super cheap. So I will link an Amazon UK version and the AliExpress version as well. So I line my fabric up using my board so I know that it is straight, and then using my ruler and also the larger loops, because you want it the width of the larger loops, and as you can see they are almost as wide as my fabric, so I'm going to cut a strip all the way across. So I'll tell you what we'll do, we'll use the other end, again lining it up on my board so I know my fabric is straight, and then I'm going to line my ruler up so the cut will be about 1 centimetre wide, so I'm 1 centimetre away from the top, and I'm going to draw all the way across. And then we can now cut all of our pieces out. Now when I cut my pieces out, I will just show you on one piece, I cut just inside the pen line, and this just gets rid of the pen marks, so on your finished hair bow you don't have any of that pen showing. So I'll continue now cutting all of my pieces out, and then I'll come back. So now we have all of our pieces cut out, we can now start assembling our Santa buckle hair bow. So I always start with the larger loops. I like to put the glue on the tab ends first. And I'm just using hot glue, and then I bring those in to meet up in the middle. I do like to leave a slight overlap from the front side, so as you can see this is the front, I've got it upside down, I've got a slight overlap so that when I flip it over you can't see any of the underside of the bow on this side. So that's the larger loops, and then the smaller loops, same sort of thing, put the hot glue on those end tabs and bring them both into the middle, leaving a slight overlap from the front like that. And now we're ready to add our strip. So I like to sort of find the centre, so it's about here, and I like to glue that on in the centre first. And then I don't glue it all the way along the strip. I then just fold it over and glue it at the back. And then the same with the other side. So as you can see, I've done the whole length of my fabric because it was slightly wider than my unfinished loops, and it doesn't quite meet at the back, which doesn't matter as long as you glue both of the ends down. It don't matter if they came to here, as long as they're on the underside so that they're fully covered across the front. So this is what it looks like at the front. And now we're going to layer our big loops on the top of our large tails. So I'm going to pop some glue in that middle and pop that on my large loops, my large tails. And then we're going to take these two smaller tails and the smaller loops, and we're going to make this tails down. So on the underside, I'm going to stick the glue on this top, middle, and stick it in the middle, coming out diagonally. So this point here is in line with the bottom, and it just comes up diagonally like that. And we're going to do the same with the other side. So the glue has got to go on this top corner. So we've still got a gap in the middle, so we can wrap the centre. So this is what it looks like at the front, like this. And then we can layer this now on the top of the larger loops. So I like to put my glue right across those tails and in the middle. I'm just facing it towards me so I can line these up now. Like that. So I've got this clip here which I'm using today. It's a 45mm double prong clip, and I have lined it with a 1 centimetre wide ribbon. I cut the ribbon to 11 centimetres in length, and I just like to wrap my clip just to give it a nice finish. And I'm going to stick this on the underside of my bow. You can use a longer clip for this bow because obviously it is a 5-inch bow. But I do like these clips. My daughter prefers these clips. She don't like the toothed ones, so these are just the ones that I like to use. Again, I will link both options in the description below. And next we're going to take our buckle and this strip here, which I cut extra. It is 1 centimetre wide by 5 centimetres in length, and that is to wrap the centre. And you will need to slip your buckle onto here. I like to do it after I've stuck one side down first. So I'm going to pop some glue on one end, open my clip, not pinching the loops because I don't want to flatten my bow. And I'm sticking it on the underside of my bow, central to the hair bow. And then I'm going to bring this round, grab my buckle, and you slide the tab in through the bottom and then over that central bar, and then back through the top toward the bottom. and then you just slide it across until it is central to your bow. With this being a chunky glitter, it's a little bit difficult to slide. A little bit more. So yeah, about there. And then I'm going to continue wrapping my centre, and then finishing off by sticking the last end down under the clip. Again, I'm not pinching the loops of my bow. I only pinch on the tail part or just the clip itself, because then I'm not risking flattening the lovely shape of my loops. And there you go. There is your finished Santa buckle hair bow, and this was made using the Pixie Dot Double Dotty Tail Down template. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. If you did, please hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and if you press the bell button, that will turn on notifications. I'll see you again soon with another tutorial. Bye!